What is up, everyone? We out here playing some StarCraft. This is the JTI. I know it's been a while, more than a month since we've seen these two competitors play. Actually, all competitors as a whole playing in the JTI. Now, if you remember, for the participants that were playing, the JTI was an amazing event, and I think everyone had a great time, including my boy Kyle, including my boy Hunter, who didn't actually participate, but just came and enjoyed the scenery. So next year, it's going to be a yearly event, ladies and gentlemen. Me, Travis, and Jake are going to be hosting this event yearly for the next 70 years. If you're like 110 years old, 120 years old, you best bet you're going to be waddling and wheelchairing your way to the JTI. Now, guys, today we have a very great matchup. Maybe even the greatest matchup that could possibly be held here at the JTI. Right here in purple, we have the Mech Warrior, the Gosu, the Goliath wielder, the master of Terran, Patrick Steely, a dude that has known no limitations in his StarCraft tenure. Now, Patrick isn't the greatest player, but what Patrick is a genius. He's able to manipulate the battlefield like no one has ever seen before. The guy can, while this is the thing with Patrick, okay? Let me be extremely real with you right now. The thing with Patrick Steely is the man. He might not understand it. He's very technical. He might not understand something immediately. But if you let that man sit around and figure it out, he's going to win every single time. This is true with Mario Kart 64. If you've ever played Patrick Steely at Mario Kart 64, if you've given him too much time with Mario Kart 64, he's going to beat you. When he first played the game, he wasn't the best. But the problem was we gave him too much time to let him sit there and figure out the game. Now, if we let Patrick Steely here sit here and figure out the game long enough, guess what? He's going to come over here and kill his competitor in white, Alex, the main man Proza, with the Protoss. Now, Alex Proza, I played with the guy several times, so I know this guy is a lion, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is not only a lion, but a tiger. But not only a lion and a tiger, but he's a liger. The two combined into one. Now, a liger and a tiger, they can't breed. But those things are bad ass, ladies and gentlemen. They are just bad to the bone. And that's exactly what Alex Proza is. Whipping out two zealots. Now, two zealots is nothing to just shy away from. Two zealots are extremely good this early on in the game. If we come over here and see what Patrick's doing, 4 Marines, 2 Zealots will tear this up. This is a smorgasbord to 2 Zealots. They're going to come over here and just terrorize these individuals. Patrick is doing what he needs to do, though. This is the thing. The dude knows what he needs to do in these games. He needs to scout, and he's scouting the exact direction. Does this guy have map hacks? I have no idea. Like I said, though, smorgasbord for these 2 Zealots. We're going to see what these Marines can do. Are they going to take down this probe? They scouted in the correct direction. I'm not sure if Patrick had an SCV in here. I didn't really notice it. I don't think he did. But these Zealots are going to terrorize these Marines. Look at this. A slaughter. Oh! A slaughter. Oh! Another one down. Oh, please, someone save him. I told you guys. That's the thing. 4 Marines are nothing compared to 2 Zealots. 2 Zealots are going to eat them alive. And not only with a cannon, Patrick's going to have to come with a lot more to the table if he's going to want to take down Alex the Liger Proza, baby. The Liger can't be defeated by 4 measly Zealots, but Patrick knows this already. He's sending Marines up here in the corner. He's scouting if Alex Proza is doing a sneaky expansion. Exactly what Patrick needs to do, because Proza, he's sneaky, man. I mean, Ligers aren't known for their sneaking abilities, but he's a sneaky guy, dude. He will stick a Nexus up there in the top right. Is this probe going to be able to survive the onslaught of these Marines? That is a negatory. Patrick's building a second barracks. pumping out Marines double time. This is exactly what Patrick needs to do right here, ladies and gentlemen. And you can see that Alex may be afraid of another incoming rush by Patrick Steely. He's building more photon cannons here, ladies and gentlemen. This is definitely a good base defense. Going to protect anything trying to get over here or over here. I think the range about is right here for these photon cannons. These zealots, ooh, whew, ladies and gentlemen, we got dragoons coming out. Now, this is an amazing unit, especially for Marines that don't have any medic support. Right now, Patrick doesn't have an academy. So he doesn't have Firebat and medic tech yet. So these Marines, while they want some of that sweet medic loving, they're not going to get it, ladies and gentlemen. They're not going to get that healing that they crave so much. But that's fine. Patrick doesn't care. It's early on in the game. There's only going to be about 2 zealots, 2 dragoons. Not really that big of a threat right now. But Patrick he's vicious. He's plundering right now. And this front base right here, look at this Marine coming in here to see what's going on. Perfect scout by Patrick. He's going to come in here. Does he see the natural? He's got to see the natural. I bet Patrick right now is macroing. Worrying about the macro more so than actually his micro. Totally missed the natural expansion. But we'll see if these guys... Oh, these guys are totally just missing the natural expansion from Proza right now. That's fine. Getting a good scout to see what Proza has. 2 dragoons, a zealot, and a few probes, photon cannon. Nothing really to worry about. Patrick knows that a big army's not going to be pushing out anytime soon. He's got dudes that look. Oh my God, are you serious? Patrick with this sneaky as hell command center, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, I mean this guy. Patrick is next level right now. No one is going to check up here in the top left that there's going to be a command center up here in the top left. No one. I wouldn't check it. Jake wouldn't check it. Ben Terry wouldn't check it. No one's going to check up here. Did I say Ben Terry's not? Of course, Ben Terry's not going to check it. You saw game 1, Jake versus Ben Terry. Go back. If you haven't watched game 1, you'll get the reference, and then you'll laugh along with me. Ben Terry ain't going to check it. Ben Terry doesn't check bases and expansions. Let's be real. But I would fall for it. I'd say, hey, you know, Patrick, he's going to expand right here. And when I don't see an expansion from Patrick, when I see 0 expansion, oh, I know I haven't. Look at this. Dude, this is what I'm talking about. Patrick is on the next freaking level when it comes to playing StarCraft. These guys are on freaking patrol. Patrol. Who uses the patrol? No one. But look at these. These guys are on high alert at all times. That's what I'm talking about. Patrick Steely is just next level gameplay. If this guy just played for 2 weeks of StarCraft, he would be having, he would be probably, 200 APM, 250. I mean, that might be giving Patrick a little bit too little credit. You see that Patrick's not building anything right now. He has a lot of minerals. He is capable of building a lot more than what he has right now. You see he has his favorite producing building right now. The factory. The factory is coming up for him. Why do I say the factory is his favorite producing building? You know why? Second factory coming up. You know why? Because of Goliath. Like I said, Patrick Steely is the mech unit mastermind. The dude understands it, lives it, breathes it. When he gets Goliath out on the field, if he gets Goliath on the, I'm not sure if he will or not, but if he gets Goliath on the field, Proza needs to watch out. But let's go over to Proza's base. Let's see what Alex Proza is up to. A fleet beacon. Let me freaking just guess for a second what's coming out of this Stargate. Let me guess. Let me click. Carrier is about to arrive. Now, Alex Proza. Now, he's not beating around the bush. This is a fast carrier. People don't get carriers this fast. Everyone expects, zealots, dragoons, maybe a reaver or something like that. But a carrier, 10 minutes into the game, you got to be a madman to be able to keep up with this. The only thing that can beat carriers are Goliaths. Goliaths are the carriers, counter. Because Goliaths are so good against carriers. But if Proza is able to micro these carriers, which I think he can do. I think he's totally capable of microing these carriers away from Patrick's Goliath. He can reap devastating effects on Patrick's economy. And please tell me, am I seeing what I'm seeing on the mini-map? A third freaking... My mind is blown right now. Guys, Patrick is doing a third expansion. Professionals. Professionals aren't this good at expanding. I'm not good at expanding. I'll do a 2-base Zerg. I'm guilty. 2-base Zerg until 15 minutes into the game. And then I'll expand to the third. Patrick is doing a third expansion. I'm not going to even say how good this is because it's amazing. This is exactly what he needs to do. He knows there's not a big threat coming out. Does Patrick know carriers are coming? Is the dude map hacking? I don't know. But a carrier is out on the field. He knows that Alex isn't going to attack him head on. He knows Proza isn't going to come in here and harass anything. And look at this. The man, the Steve Lee, is coming out with a tank. Does the tank have siege mode? I don't know if siege mode is upgrading. I haven't seen it yet, but I haven't, I haven't been paying attention. I've just been in awe of these two competitors right now. This carrier isn't on the high ground, isn't able to see what's going on, but Patrick is just staking out right now. 2 carriers out. Oh my God, 2 carriers out on the field. That's enough to, guys, that's enough to ward off this army from Patrick. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see if he's going to try to take down this natural expansion while he gets a third of his... Oh, God, Patrick, man. He needs to saturate this base a little bit more. He needs to build some SCVs and saturate this base, but he does have a third up and running. Look at this. Tank and Marines shelling the natural of Proza. Can Proza get his units down here? This tank is going to absorb some damage. Can these Marines take it down? Oh, my God, the Marines didn't take it down. They got to focus. They got to focus. Patrick has to focus down this next, and he's got it. Patrick took down the natural expansion of Alex Proza. These guys are going to be legends. High schools are going to be named after these guys. Middle schools are going to be named after these guys. And a few people that maybe the tank maybe gets an elementary school named after. I'm not sure. But those guys are going to go down in the Terran army as legends for taking down that Nexus. Look at the income for Proza, 260. That's peanuts compared to what Patrick's doing. Let's see if he's saturating these naturals. He is not, but Alex is on a vendetta. Proza want blood for what has happened. You can imagine, and I'm going to say this, I know it's going to be a little bit insensitive, but that was the Protoss' 9/11 right there. They will never forget what just happened, and he's coming down for vengeance on Patrick. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if Patrick is able to defend this. This is a lot of damage coming in. I don't see any Goliaths on the field. I don't see an army coming down for Patrick. This is going to be detrimental for my boy, Patrick. The Protoss didn't forget. They never forget. And I think this starport is going to go down because Patrick doesn't have anything that currently can defend against these carriers. My boy Patrick's in trouble. He does have natural expansions available, so he does have additional income coming in. But what he needs to do is create Goliaths. What he needs to do is create Valkyries, Wraiths, something that's able to take down these carriers. But look at Proza. He's like, hey, is anything else going to come in here? Is there anything else that I'm not accounting for? Secondary bases? So he's keeping his Dragoons from coming in. He knows that Patrick doesn't have anything in his main, so there's got to be something, maybe, possibly, trying to reinforce from the north, So he's blocking off the ramp. Any ability, these Dragoons are going to take down this army. This is going to be tough for Patrick. Carriers are just flooding into his base. Proza, I thought that Nexus, he's out for blood. He's out for vengeance. He's got 5 carriers out on the field. 5 carriers, 4 in Patrick's base, just doing a plethora of damage. Can Patrick recover from this? I'm not exactly sure. But what Patrick is doing is building engineering bay. What does an engineering bay do, ladies and gentlemen? What does it do? That's the $1 million question. Oh, you know what? I'll tell you. Shoot. An engineering bay gives upgrades to bio units. Marine, fire bats. It gives them... oh, look at this. The slaughter. These Dragoons are perfectly placed to take down these SCVs. It's going to be a slaughter fest. More Dragoons filling in. And these Dragoons are going to follow. Zealots following. This is like breadcrumbs to these Zealots. These Dragoons are going to find this base for Patrick, it's going to be devastating to lose this. He's leading these guys right to his base. Anyway, the engineering base builds turrets. And turrets, what do? Attack air. And that's exactly what Patrick needs to defend against these carriers. A Wraith is another thing that Patrick needs to build to defend against these carriers. I mean, he might need, no less than 20 of these Wraiths. If he has Cloak, that's another ability. 5 Wraiths, 7 Wraiths might be able to do the trick if they're cloaked. If they're not cloaked, I don't know if that's going to be I don't know if that's going to actually help his case right now. But now Proza knows that he has this base. And I mean, Patrick's trying his hardest to get things out here. He's going to get a Wraith out. But this Wraith is going to get killed by Dragoons. These guys are like paper airplanes. They're not very good units, and they're only good in special scenarios. Patrick did such a good job expanding. His main base is completely just wiped out. I mean, he still has, a few supply depots and barracks, but they're not going to be really doing a lot for him. Patrick does have 2 other mining bases. This base is getting totally demolished right now. And I think Proza is going to win this game. He has the carriers. I think he has about 6. He has 7. He has 8. Producing 3 more. That means he's going to have 11 more carriers out on the field doing just a monumental damage. And there's nothing that Patrick can do right now. I think Patrick, ladies and gentlemen, is going to have to take the L for this. Like I said, I mean, Patrick is downloading the game right now. The man hasn't played StarCraft in probably 20 freaking years. And I would say even longer than that. In a 20-year stint on any game, you're going to be a little rusty. But Patrick is downloading the resources that he needs to do to actually win in the future. This is just game 1. Patrick's not out of it completely. And I think Patrick's not going to win this game. I'm not going to count him out yet because the dude is super resourceful. The dude is downloading how to play the game. Another Stargate is going down. Factory engineering base Stargate. And, he could still win. I'm not counting him out. But Patrick is not out of this tournament yet. Ladies and gentlemen, he still has life in the JTI, even if he loses this game. He goes into loser's bracket, and he goes to play some people that have also lost, which means that he has a good potential to keep going. So if you liked what Patrick is doing here, look at this. The dude has escaped with his slow-moving starport, and he's going to go to his 3rd base, which has turned out to be a lifesaver for him. He doesn't have very many resources, and he currently is supply blocked right now. So he needs to build some supply depots. One supply depot is going to take all his resources. And Proza has resources to spare. He has so many resources. He can build carriers like no one else has ever seen before. Hopefully I didn't stop the recording. But I hit a button. Hopefully the recording didn't stop. But I'm going to continue like it didn't. So guys, don't count Patrick out of this. He's going to land this guy. He's going to get raced out on the field. These race, I'm gonna be honest, probably aren't going to do nothing. And Proza, he knows something's up. He's like, hey, this guy's in GG'd yet? This guy hasn't said good game to me? Is he just being a bad player? Or is he somewhere else? And, of course, Alex has sniffed this out. Proza has sniffed this out. And this is it, ladies and gentlemen. I think Patrick has nothing to defend against this. This is his last base. There's already a carrier here. And he has Dragoons, carriers, and everything coming down and flanking on his 3rd base. Patrick did a look at this. He says, you know what, I'm not going down without a fight. The dude doesn't know when to give up. And I give him my hats off to the guy. Because you shouldn't just give up like that, You should fight till the very end. If Patrick thinks that there's life, if Patrick thinks that he can handle 15 carriers with 3 SCVs, no minerals to his name, in a command center, hell, I say give the man more power. Give the man more opportunity to get this command center landed. This Dragoon's like, no. Hell no, bro. You're not going anywhere. But if Patrick feels like he can win this game still with just a command center, no mining SCVs, last SCV down, I say, Patrick, this is your game to lose, baby. Right now, I'm calling it. This is Patrick's game to lose. He's got one command center floating to victory. Look at this. None of these guys, look at this. Stealthy command. Oh, game over. Never mind. Oh, wait, game paused. Wait. No, game's over. Okay, game is over. Officially. Patrick has lost. Alex Proza has won. Ladies and gentlemen, good game has been called from Patrick Steely. It was a great, hard-fought battle. Amazing to watch. These two competitors are beyond the scope of reality right now. Alex is moving on to winner's brackets. Patrick is going to loser's bracket, but he's not out of it yet. He still has the ability to move on and continue working his way up and potentially winning the JTI. So if you're an Alex fan, congratulations, your boy has won. If you're a Patrick fan, don't worry. Your dude is still in it. And I want to see a Goliath from Patrick because, like I said, that's just bread and butter. More JTI videos coming out soon. I believe we got Jeremy Ragsdale and Shane Richardson competing in the next bracket. So stay tuned. It's going to be hot.